That's what I'm bringing to you from God's Word today on Breakfast with Bradley. Revival is the key. Let's talk about it. Hey, my friends, I don't know if you're a Tabasco person, maybe a little salt, maybe a little pepper, whatever it takes to get that steak just right. Oh, gravy. There you go. That breakfast steak is a favorite for me. But listen, I'm going to give you a steak from God's Word because we have been talking about revival, understanding how it works, getting the litmus test down, understanding how to keep it going. And today, we're going to talk about sending revival, all right? So sit back, relax, but not too much because I want you with me. I'm going to take you to Romans chapter 10. We're going to look at verse 14, 15, 16, 17. I know you can handle it. All right, take a big bite. Here we go. How then will they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how are they to believe in him of whom they have never heard? And how are they to hear without someone preaching? And how are they to preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach the good news, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah says, Lord, who has believed what he has heard from us? So, faith comes from hearing, and hearing through the word of Christ. Okay. So what we have right here is also our responsibility after propagating revival to send revival. And Paul is talking about how there is a process that is required of God's people, of God's church, to send those who are willing to continue what he's doing in different regions out for others to enjoy, okay? And so we understand this is the process of missions work and missionaries and things of that nature, but I seldom hear it actually in reference to revival, and yet it's a key to revival. I want you to think, for you Bible nuts out there, how the book of Acts progresses. It starts in the midst of Jerusalem. It then goes to the outer regions because of persecution. It then takes hold in the surrounding areas and then propagates even further. Signs, wonders, miracles accompany those who are spreading the message of Jesus so that the authenticity of its truth can be validated by those who experience it, and the church is radically born. We have over 2,000 years of church history that dictates to us the power of God continuing to move. This is what revival is all about. And as we turn to the centrality of Christ being our hope, our source, our redemption, our forgiveness, this is where we can see revival continue. But there are still pockets in areas in our world where revival is not happening. How then do we get it? Well, we talked about how we get revival going. But another process of getting revival going is sending those who God is working on to surrounding regions so that the same thing that's happening in their lives can now travel with them and go into the lives of others. I think of the book of Thessalonians where Paul says it has already been heard around the surrounding regions, everywhere that we preach about what God did with you. Oh man, it just gives me goosebumps, chills all the way down. Paul is saying, listen, I don't even have to work hard at evangelizing because the message of what has happened about you guys has reached these folks. So Paul being sent is now able to bring the same wonderful, powerful signs of God to promote Jesus to all who are going to hear it. Bottom line, my friends, people must be sent. And as they are sent, those who hear what is being said can experience the same process of God's power to draw them close to Christ so that they might accept him and be redeemed. That is how we continue revival flowing, sending others so that they can be that message. Can I ask you a question today? Can you be one of those who are sent? Are you like Isaiah who would say, here I am, Lord, send me? God is looking for those that he can send into the mission field, into the harvest, into the areas that have not experienced revival so that he can bring his power. If you're willing to say yes to him, my friends, he will use you today, and he will send you in a powerful way, and the world will be touched and revival will flow. Consider saying yes to Jesus and allowing him to say where you are to be sent. My friends, the world will be all the better for it. Until next time, we love you. Thanks for enjoying this time about revival. Live it, embrace it, endure through it, send it, and all will be much, much better. Till next time, my friends, God bless. My friends, how many mornings have we spent together and how much time have we been able to enjoy God's Word? It is so special to be able to bring breakfast with Bradley to all of you. And I want to ask you to consider partnering with us so that we can expand what God is doing through this incredible ministry. Consider joining our Patreon account, and not only are we going to shower you with perks for doing that, but you'll be part of the process of taking Breakfast with Bradley and spreading it to as many people as possible. Thanks again, my friends. We'll see you next time.